9 early signs of depression you should never ignore. Did you know that approximately 280 million people all over the world suffer from depression? Depression affects a vast number of people all over the world, and when left untreated, it is the leading cause of suicide. In this video, we are going to show you the 9 early signs of depression you should never ignore. People these days are hardly in touch with their emotions. Knowing about these early signs can help you be more mindful. It will help you figure out why it's important to be aware. Watch the video till the end to learn about these 9 early signs of depression that you should not take lightly at all. Welcome to a new video from the Social Psychology Masters YouTube channel. If you're new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. And comment down below, "I subscribed," and let us welcome you. Let's start. Number 9. Resistance towards going out. Do you avoid social gatherings? Do you keep on canceling plans with your friends and choose to isolate yourself by going into your little comforting cave? But when you do that, your very own cave doesn't feel all that comforting anymore. You keep on hibernating, feeling all miserable, and not having any interest in interacting with your peers. You don't feel like having a good laugh at a nice family dinner or going on that romantic movie date with the hottie of the class. And then you suddenly realize that you are repeating this again and again. You are constantly canceling plans, staying on your own as much as you can, and avoiding interactions in every way. And you wonder, what went wrong? Why do you feel this resistance? This resistance that you feel against going out and meeting with people might be a strong, early sign of depression. For a depressed person, it gets really difficult to come out of their not-so-comforting cave and go say hi to the world. It requires a lot of effort and motivation for them to do that. So if you're feeling this way, or if you know someone who does, it's time to pay attention. It's time that you stop yourself or someone that you know from falling into that dark hole. Number 8. Not getting things done by procrastinating. Depression is a common illness worldwide, with an estimated 3.8% of the population affected, including 5.0% among adults and 5.7% among adults older than 60 years. When someone is depressed, it can be difficult for them to get done with their tasks at work or school. They find it difficult to manage different things altogether. They can't simply segregate their time and effort. The amount of work and tasks from their daily lives keeps piling up, and they feel so overwhelmed by it. They choose not to do anything at all. They keep on procrastinating. In 2013, depression was the second leading cause of years lived with a disability worldwide, behind lower back pain. In 26 countries, depression was the primary cause of disability. From time to time, we all feel overwhelmed with our lives and all the responsibilities. We might end up procrastinating every once in a while. That's okay. But when you see this pattern in your behavior for a long period of time, for more than 2 weeks, then there might be an underlying reason for it. Maybe you are constantly overwhelmed with your tasks because you are depressed. Depression takes your motivation away, and you don't feel productive. You can lie in your bed for hours feeling demotivated, procrastinating, and not doing anything. If this is you or someone you know, it's high time you started addressing the issues. Number 7. Persistently feeling sad and anxious. In 2014, 19.7% of people in the UK aged 16 and over showed symptoms of anxiety or depression, a 1.5% increase from 2013. This percentage was higher among females, 22.5%, than males, 16.8%. A lingering low mood that stays all the time, making you feel sad or anxious, might be an early sign of depression. A depressed individual feels really down most of the time, and worrying thoughts consume their heads. Social anxiety disorder affects 15 million adults, or 6.8% of the U.S. population. Depression can cause you to feel overwhelmed with constant fear and worry. This persistent feeling of sadness and anxiety might disrupt your daily functioning. Before it gets to that point and takes control of you, you must have awareness. Number 6. Loss of interest in hobbies and activities. Suppose you are a painter and you love painting. You love to fill your canvas with the colors of your creativity. This creativity should be unbounded and free-flowing. Depression is a mental disorder that creates blockages and boundaries for you. It can make you lose interest in the things that you love the most. You know it can elevate your mood and make you feel good, but somehow you feel this resistance to not doing the things that you once enjoyed. Also, one interesting factor is that autistic people suffer from depression more than normal people. In a 2018 study from the Music Industry Research Association, 50% of musicians reported battling symptoms of depression, compared with less than 25% of the general adult population. Number 5. Difficulty sleeping. Depressed people may have trouble with sleep. Depression can also make sleep less restful and restorative. They may also be excessively sleepy during the day or sleep excessively. At the same time, sleep issues can increase depression, creating a difficult-to-break negative cycle between depression and sleep. According to experts, adults require 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. The National Sleep Foundation suggests that even without depression, the average American only gets about 6.9 hours of sleep per night. When depression is thrown into the equation, sleep issues become even worse. Number 4. Decreased energy and fatigue. If you're depressed, you'll probably lack energy and be physically, emotionally, and cognitively exhausted, even if you haven't done any physical activity. Simple day-to-day tasks can become complicated. Even things like getting dressed and showering in the morning can seem daunting and take twice as long as usual. Fatigue is one of the most common signs of depression. The rate of current major depression was 17.2% for fatigued patients versus 8.8% for non-fatigued patients. Number 3. Pessimism and irritability. According to international studies, pessimism has been linked to a higher risk of depression in both the general population and those with physical ailments. Agitation is a symptom of major depressive illness in certain people. This illness can cause feelings of extreme restlessness as well as depression. Agitation or irritation, as well as grief or emptiness, may be experienced by people. Number 2. Feeling guilt, worthlessness, and insignificant. I disliked myself so intensely. It was just a mindset. I didn't know how to love myself. I didn't know how to love anybody, said Anne Hathaway. Depression can make people feel that they are worthless and incapable, that they don't matter. They feel this sense of hopelessness and insignificance. They might even end up questioning their existence and belonging somewhere. Every other person is unique in their own way. Everyone has something beautiful to offer the world. Despite being so capable, some people fail to see their worth and keep on doubting themselves. These people hold a lot of guilt and shame for no logical reason. Their anxiety and depression constantly lie to them, and they somehow start believing the lies. Number 1. Difficulty focusing, remembering, and making decisions. If you're struggling with concentration and forgetting things very frequently, that might indicate that you have depression. Depression can change your brain. Your attention and memory can be impaired. You might not be able to concentrate on something for a long time. It also affects how you process your thoughts, your thinking patterns, and your analysis abilities. According to studies, people suffering from depression think more slowly than others. For example, in a task where participants were asked to count backward from 100 by 7, 100, 93, 86, etc., depressed people were slower in doing so and made more mistakes. A depressed mind creates unsettling thoughts, most of the time making it hard for the person to concentrate on the task at hand or think clearly. It is evident that people tackling depression struggle with their attention span, which hampers their academic and professional lives. Did you know that the most prevalent cause of suicide is untreated, long-term depression? Consider that for a second. Depression affects many people all around the world, and when left untreated, it is the leading cause of suicide. Our intention is not to scare you. Helping people in all spheres of life and creating awareness is our only purpose. According to the World Health Organization, over 800,000 people commit suicide each year. One suicide occurs every 40 seconds, according to this estimate. Approximately every 40 seconds. Just think about it. I believe depression is legitimate. But I also believe that if you don't exercise, eat nutritious food, get sunlight, get enough sleep, consume positive material, surround yourself with support, then you aren't giving yourself a fighting chance, said Jim Carrey. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel and the links in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.